Welcome to the official Munzee podcast.
I'm Rob, also known as Coach V, your host and the president of Munzee.
And I'm Craig, also known as Semi Shell. I started as an avid Munzee player, now proudly part of the team.
Each week, we'll delve into Munzee's mysteries, divulge some secrets, and inform players from around the world just what is coming your way.
So sit back, relax. Today's episode, Rob, it's a bit light on the topics for today's episode. We've only got things like BVGs and cards and points and stuff like that too. And we've got what happened last weekend as well, and what's happening this weekend. Not much else is happening in the Munzee world, mate.
As if that's going to stop us from going 30 plus minutes. Good luck with that. Everybody. Yeah. Just because we don't have a ton of topics doesn't mean we don't have a ton of words.
Although I will say this, ready for this? This is a podcast tip right out of the box, okay? And I got told of this podcast tip again the other day, and that is some people, Rob, they don't have the full 30 minutes. And so what you can do on your podcast app is you can listen to this podcast in 1.25 speed, 1.5 speed. You see, so you can speed us up a little bit. Our voices don't raise any higher. We do speak quicker. So if you can't understand the way I speak as it is, then I probably wouldn't do it. But
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, some people, Rob, listen to us on 1.5 speed. Wow. Hey. Imagine listening to Rob at 1.5 speed.
It would probably sound like most normal people.
This is true. This is true. Imagine if you listen to me then 1.5 speed. Wow.
I mean, that's going to get you speaking really fast. And I don't even know if everyone's going to.
There you go. See, and now someone's just stopped the 1.5 speed and go back and try to listen to what you just said. So
it doesn't make any more sense. Sorry.
I know. Anyway, Rob, that came to me from a good friendly player of ours as well. So that's how they listen to the show. Meanwhile, Rob, what else have you been doing before we actually do this recording of the Monday stuff? What else has been happening, mate?
You know, I'm just sitting here amazed that it's February already.
I know.
I am quite literally taking it day by day. Mm-hmm. Some days I'm even playing. I forgot to play on Saturday.
What?
So
don't worry. The clan found out pretty quickly.
I'm sure, and thankfully that's the only way I'm tracked. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I've been kind of kicking back a little bit more in terms of all the gameplay stuff.
Yeah.
Not in terms of the overall big umbrella of work. No. There's a bit more under the umbrella now, but yeah, leaving some of the gameplay stuff to you and now Tim as well, Minnesota boy, and the rest of the team, that have been along for the ride for the last 7 years. Mardi, Tamra, Dylan, Robbie have been around for longer than that, but yeah, everybody's got enough experience that it's time for me to work on some of the other stuff while you guys do it.
And let's be honest, this only happened a week or two ago, and that is Robbie celebrated 10 years with Munzee too. So happy 10 years to Robbie. I know he doesn't listen, so unless there's a reason for him to, but happy 10 years to Robbie.
Hear his name, yes.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll have to tell him the timestamp. Anyway, Rob, I've been busy myself. I'm getting ready for Bamarama, the big geocaching mega event here down in Alabama, in Alberta, Gulf Shores sort of area. As we record this podcast on a Wednesday morning, as we always do, tonight, Rob, I'm heading over to the Alberta area and we're doing all the packing for all the swag bags. The side events start on Friday, the 13th. This Friday they start.
Wow.
I know already.
You've been talking about this for quite a while.
Yeah.
And it's been part of our, your upcoming events as well. So, yeah, it's great. I'm sure pressure is about to be, off, I suppose, of all your planning and actually just into get it done mode.
Get it done mode. That's exactly right. And things like, with all the side events, Rob, I've got my speaker system set up. I've got the microphone sort of system set up and stuff as well. I've got to sit in Tuesday, drive from side event to side event to side event, setting up, announcing, doing all the that sort of stuff, then packing back up again. All the swag bags themselves are going to go from event to event to event to event as well. So, 10 days of lead-up events in the lead-up to the actual mega event itself. I think it's the only geocaching mega that has that many side events in lead-ups. So there is,
and there's probably a good reason for that.
There is,
that's a lot.
And the good reason for it is that, predominantly most of our clientele, Rob, they're of the, let's just say, older variety or retired community. And this sort of down area in Alabama is known as snowbird heaven, snowbird country. And so all the snowbirds are already down here. So why not start hosting events for them? That sort of. So that's the reason for it, is because of the time of the year it is. All the snowbirds are already down here anyway, so let's start sort of hosting events and having fun as in a big group of people. So that's what it's all about.
Good luck to you all, and good luck on what I know that you do, and some of the other Munzee players, coexisters that will be there.
Absolutely,
spreading the word about Munzee. So. Thanks.
Absolutely. And I am hosting a Munzee event myself. Melanie, 64, I think. I can't remember the numbers. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And also JB, 85. The three of us are hosting a Munzee event here next Friday, the Friday the 20th, close by. But again, geocaching rules state you can't host it, a Munzee event near the... All right, I'd host it near the Mega. And,
near the Mega, yep.
That's right. So I can say it like that because it's a GC I'm ripping off. So it's the day before the Mega itself, and it's away from the Mega. And it's still in a beautiful park in Foley, Alabama. So there you go. Come and see me if you are down in this way. And if you haven't capped my badge yet, Rob, I've got a badge too. So
yeah, you do.
Cap the badge. Meanwhile, Rob, let's get on to the events from last weekend in the USA. We had, here we go.
I'll do it. It's
Thank
Idaho,
you,
Iowa, Arizona, Alabama, Indiana, and Yeehaw in Texas.
Idaho, that's the one I we don't get many in Idaho. I want more in Idaho. There you go, Idaho. I'm putting it out there for you. I want more events in Idaho. The only reason is I wanted to learn the ID. Anyway. Around the world, Rob, we had Ontario, Canada, England, Finland, Germany, Denmark, and in Spain as well. Now, the leaderboards over the weekend, some new names on the leaderboards, I will say. Rob, do you want to chuck in Friday? You start with Friday for us.
Sure. We've got Jeb Big J with 1.1 million, Pope Jope with 584,000, and Rujo 790. 506,000. Nice.
Exactly. On Saturday, Rob, we had B514, not B505, with 1.1 million points. Oh, Q22, Q17 with 872,000 points. I don't know why I went a little bit longer, but I did. And then Arts 5 in third place, 800,000 points. And big points too, Rob. On Sunday, mate?
Yeah, very big. Sunday, we had T72 with 792,000. Felix 11, 772,000, and Gerard's 691,000. We do have quite a few unique names there. Yeah,
new names. I like it too. The events this weekend, though, Rob, we had Missouri, Florida, South Carolina, Minnesota, Kansas, Ohio, North Carolina, and California. See, those ones I can understand. It's just Idaho. It's Idaho.
You got it.
The land of the potatoes. So there you go. Around the world, mate,
we have Ontario and British Columbia, Canada, England, Norway, and Netherlands. And I will also say, don't forget about the pink highlights on the calendar because those indicate a February special event. And this is part of the event streaks. We talked about it last week. So be sure that you look at the calendar and see. If you're looking for a special one, they're highlighted pink.
Exactly. Pink for Lou, her favorite color as well. So big events coming up. Again, I always say these themselves, but I'm going to reiterate them. Again, March 6 and 7, Munzee Madness, 4 events, one on Friday, 3 on Saturday as well. You'll find you'll find team members over there, hopefully, as well, Rob. Things like, maybe Mari, maybe Tamara, maybe myself, maybe Minnesota boy, maybe yourself, maybe Lou even. Wow.
Definitely me and Lou.
There you go.
For sure. Yeah.
There you go. You're in. You're in. July 10, 11, 12, over in the Netherlands as well. Take a look at that one. I'll be looking into that a little bit further to see if the numbers are starting to grow, which they should because it's over 3 days. And then this one, Rob, you ready for this? I got a message saying if you say this name again, the way you say this name, I am not listening to the podcast anymore. So I do believe that person will not be listening to the podcast anymore because I'm talking about Munzee Mania in Minnesota. I'm going to say it even worse now because I get told not to. See, I wonder who that sounds like.
It was me. So sorry, everyone. You're going to have to find a new host, or I'm just going to have to take my headphones off and not listen to what Craig says ever again.
And
So
that one there in Minnesota is September 18 to 20. Get your Willetens in on any of the events themselves, but especially the big ones. And don't forget, if you are wanting to host a big event, reach out. We've got some information. We've got some tips and tricks as well to try and get. But the main one, Rob, is to get it on the calendar ASAP and in a distance away. I'm talking maybe even 12 months down the track. You know, these big events, they do need time to light the fire, the kindling underneath, and make people aware that, hang on a second, you know, this place might not be a nice place to go. And you want people to travel. You need to give them time in order to organise their travel plans as well, and their financials too. So there you go.
true.
There you go. All right, Rob, developments this weekend. Well, this week, I should say. What's been happening this week, mate?
Well, you see, we launched brand new BVGs.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't we? It's so much fun. They're really exciting. This time we've done it. We've done a couple of things different. One, we increased from 200 pins to 250 pins. That gives an additional 50 players a chance to own a pin in those BVGs. The number of cap-ons that these get is unbelievable. It's 300 plus. This is definitely like, I can't imagine that there's a single game piece for this price point, $5, that you could get this many points from the deploy and from the cap-ons. I've watched it since the beginning. We made a call and after that, you know, I just decided, you know what, let's just keep this as, we'll call it like retro pricing, because we haven't had something this valuable for this low. And I don't think it's necessary to bump that up, even though the value is high. So anyway, thanks everyone, because guess what? They sold out. All four of them. They sold out. As you and I are recording, the last one sold out just a little while ago. So that's really great. We appreciate everyone supporting the game with these game pieces that, you know, bounce around. They go for 6 weeks. So that's really nice. The other thing that we did that's different this time is we actually announced it 24 hours in advance.
Yes. So people can set their alarms.
Yeah.
You know,
for the very first one.
England, Australia.
Well, the very first one came out at 12 o'clock MHQ time, noon, midday, you know. So that sort of timing is good for the majority of the world. Down under, it's a bit, you know, it's middle of the night type thing. So they were the ones really getting the heads up. However, any of our Europeans or anyone else that might not be sitting around waiting on social media or looking at our store, you know, gave them a heads up, because it would have been late evening for them. So we got good response to that. And will we do it in the future? Who knows? You know, we might.
I think we will, because I mean the other thing we did, we've always done this, and we roll them out. In other words, we don't put all four out at the same time. You know, they come out at hours apart from each other. Again, that allows people from around the world, if they don't want to set their alarms at midnight, for instance, just to buy a BVG pin, then they can wake up and do another one, or they may have a particular style like they want more so than someone else. For instance, I will say, FRLK, Rob. FRLK, our friend, FRLK messaged me, and he thanked me. He said, Craig, thank you so much, because the Rose is his last name. And so he had to get a BVG pin in the Rose itself. So the four we do have is the Flat Day the 13th, which is like a Jason mask. We have a Rose. We have the Mardi Gras as well, the Mardi Gras theme, as we spoke about last week too, Rob. But my favorite, Rob's 50th birthday cake.
Oh my!
And I will say this as well. This is not letting any cats out of any bags, but it's giving people a bit of an insight into what happened. So the gameplay team, we all met and we said, look, we need to do another 4 BVGs. And they all come up with different things. The Friday the 13th stuff came up. Obviously, Valentine's Day came up as well. Mardi Gras came up. It's that sort of time of year. And then they left it in my hands. And they said, like, Craig, here you go. These are some ideas. Let's go with whatever it was. And then after that meeting, I thought to myself, well, we can have 3, but Rob's 50th birthday. like, we did mention that in the gameplay team, but we didn't mention it as a BVG. I went, that has to be a BVG. So I created it, and Rob, I'm just happy that you said okay, and and went from there. So a bit of insight into what happens behind the curtain, Rob.
I mean, if I were to start rejecting things that were based on me, then it would be like, have you been around for all of these, like the last 15 years, really 13 years worth of putting something in, all the way back to that flat rob when the team literally surprised me completely. Had no idea it was happening. When we could meet in the office, it was obviously very easy to come up with surprises like that. Now that we meet online, it would require additional meetings that I wouldn't know about. Cool. If that happens, that happens. That's fine. Yeah. But this was our first time to announce that I'm turning 50. It's March 10th, by the way, for anyone who's like, oh, I wonder what day, because we haven't actually written that. It's March 10th.
No, March 10th.
Right after the Munzee Madness events, which is cool. And this year is a little bit unique in that February and March both have a Friday the 13th. So the Friday the 13th garden and the garden for my 50th, all rolling through this time period, just kind of, sounded like a fun deal. Yeah. I can tell you this is a scary one for me. So that also ties in the Friday the 13th. So,
And Rob, I will say that, I did turn 50 last year as well. So you and I, sir, will be the same age for 1 month. I'll say that. So for 1 month we'll be the same age. But anyway,
I'm really excited about that.
If you want to come and say happy birthday to Rob as well, March Madness is the place to be. Brenda did touch on it last week as well.
Munzee Madness, but yes, you said March. It's all good.
Oh, Munzee Madness. It's in March. Munzee Madness. Come and say good day. Come and say happy birthday to Rob. And say, condolences to Lou because she's going to be married to a 50-year-old now. So there you go.
It's rough, man.
Anyway, rough. Rob, moving on from that, don't forget as well, cap all the pins in these new gardens, including the POI, so you can actually get the badge as well. And if you are so lucky to get those the garden bounce near you again, or bounce near an event that you're at again, you've already capped them all. Don't worry, you can actually still cap the POI. That's still a daily cap. The POI is still a daily cap, so don't forget to cap that every single time you see it, Rob.
And Sam has built that really cool tool in Munzee so that you can know when they're landing near you. You can update that location. You can, keep it going with you. So if you want to know when they're near you, so you can get lots and lots of caps, 251 caps, and then set that exact, and that's through Couple Z as well. If you don't know how to do that, then it's very, very simple. Jump on Couple Z and you'll work it out from there. If you can't, message Sam or me, and we'll go from there as well. So that's very, very easy to do. Meanwhile, Rob, new cards have now been released as well. There's 4 brand new cards. Tell us about the new cards. Yeah, so we've got the new Lunar New Year, which is the horse. We have Let the Good Times Roll, Masquerade, and Party All Day. So these are themed around
Parade all day. Parade all day.
What did I say?
Party all day. You got party on the brain now. You're 50th. See, that's what it is.
Party all day. Wow.
It's parade. Parade.
It's written in front of me. Parade all day.
Yeah, parade all day. For Mardi Gras. See, masquerade and parade.
And that's what I was already looking forward to, the whole partying Mardi Gras theme that, the 3 badges go along with. And they're not Alabama colors, but they are the, Mardi Gras, purple, green, yellow, that most of us know from like New Orleans and all that kind of
Mobile, Alabama originally.
I know, exactly. I'm just we only have this week really to, push on that because
I know.
It's happening.
I will say that without giving anything away, there may be one more thing that's popping out very soon in regards to this. But either way, in regards to Mardi Gras. Either way, though, I will say as well that there's one person out there, Rob, one player out there who is super, super excited about all this Mardi Gras talk, and that is Old Man Trouble.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice.
yes. Old Man Trouble. I met with him a couple of weeks ago now down here in Alabama, and he is a Mardi Gras hound. He loves everything Mardi Gras too. So, which if you met Old Man Trouble, you'd see why he loves everything Mardi Gras. He's Mardi Gras personified. He looks like a walking Mardi Gras. We'll say that. So, there we go.
That's funny.
He's going to love that. He's going to love that. And so is...
yeah.
That's right. All right, Rob, we've also got returning cards as well for Valentine's Day. Tell us about some returning cards for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so Valentine's Day tomorrow, as everyone is listening, if you're listening on the first day. So, February 14th, got the Valentine's cards back in the store. And then because it's also Friday the 13th, there's some of those, kill them with kindness and all of those unique type of cards that we've put out for Friday the 13th over the years.
And don't forget, if you don't actually have or you've never purchased one of these cards before, then you won't see it in the Redeem store. However, if you have purchased it before, you will see cards frequently changed every single month now in the Redeem store as well that will match that month roughly match the month or match the 2 months, So, January, February, then February, March, April, that sort of thing too. So to give people more choice in their redeeming options, Rob, too. So
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone new has that task instead of me.
You are welcome, sir. You are welcome. So,
Yeah.
All right. The next thing that's coming up too is this weekend, as we speak now, 13th to 15th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. We have a double point weekend again. This time, greenies, cards, flats, colors, and jewels. So, those colors aren't the BVG colors, though, are they?
No.
So.
BVGs are a completely different type of thing. There are no double points on BVGs.
No.
I can't imagine that we'll ever do that.
No.
Because, wow, that would be
Rob,
something, that's for sure.
Here's a tip that I just straight out of the brain of See My Shell, which is a very scary thing. And that is if you do have your cap-on booster running and you own a BVG pin and it's event weekend and that BVG is bouncing around from event to event to event and you're getting double cap-on points for your BVG pin. There you go, Rob.
I mean, yeah, it could be pretty serious.
That's one way to get it. Or the other way to get it is if you're actually at the event and the BVG pops up as well, activate a double point booster as well for your virtuals, and then you will get double points on that BVG. So that's how the two ways to do it. But unfortunately, this double point weekend does not include BVGs, just greenies, cards, flats, colors, and jewels.
Yep.
So very interesting. Rob, I will say as well, we spoke about it yesterday a little bit in the gameplay team and the gameplay meeting. Tim and I were a little bit light this month for February in the Clan Wars. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hold your hats for March. I'll say that. I'm looking forward to
light, as in you went easy on everyone for your first month of creating them. Okay, yeah. Yes. I was like, light. What do you mean?
Light, as in easy on people. Mm-hmm. So watch out for March. Prepare yourself. I'm warning you now. I'm giving you 2 weeks' notice to sort of brace yourself. I mean, it's not going to be bad as some of your months, Rob, but still, we will say.
No. I've learned lessons that you don't need to learn. So
exactly,
we'll work it out. But yeah, I agree. It should be more difficult.
Yeah, and I will say trust in the process, and what that means is that myself and Tim, we are now in a circle, so that way we know what's coming up for the month of March. We know how you can actually still gain your points for the month of March, that sort of thing too. So we may put in something in there and everyone's like, what? How am I going to get that? I haven't got that before. Well, hang on a second. There may be something coming in the month of March to assist you with that particular task. Or,
as I've said so many times, there is actual method
to the madness.
Or
if you say, for instance, like, look at that level 3. How am I going to get that for level 3? Maybe have a look at level 2 rewards that may assist you for level 3. So, man. I know.
Once you're in charge of something, you certainly do try to explain it a lot more to people, don't you? You really, really, really don't want the heat because you know what you're doing and there's a reason, but the rest of us don't allow all the reasons to be shared from day one. Yeah,
I know.
It's fun.
Anyway, moving on now, Rob, to the Munzee question of the week. This one here came from the Munzee water cooler, and that is the new BVG BVGs are cool. I hope the previous ones, though, don't go away before this weekend's events, Rob. Tell us about the BVGs, the old ones, the ones that are out at the moment.
Yes, the Munzee concern of the week. I agree. Because there's no question mark, for everyone else. But anywho, these BVGs, when we put them out, they in the blog tell people this is when they're going live, this is when they will archive. So yeah, these went on sale back in January. They had a lifespan of if I remember, it's like February 19th or something. That time frame doesn't change. We don't shorten it. So don't worry about that. These all show their archive date on Cup-a-Zee Gardens. So if you go to Cup-a-Zee and you look at the BVG section of Cup-a-Zee Gardens, you will see when they archive. And that is a good thing. It also shows when they bounce next. So let's say you're at an event and you want to know, I wonder if one might be coming to us. Oh, they're not bouncing for another 6 hours. Probably not coming to you unless you're going to be there for 8, let's say. So,
Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Good idea, Rob. Good tips as well. Hey, use Cup-a-Zee. Use Cup-a-Zee for all your Munzee. The best sister app Munzee has actually made. So,
we didn't make it. Sam did, make it. Sam sure did bring him on board.
Bring him on board along with the app as well. So the best sister app a Munzee could have, I should say. All right, Rob, moving on now to the Munzee tip of the week. And like always, as we just said, keep an eye on Cup-a-Zee, Cup-a-Zee, best Munzee app, the sister app there is. But also keep watching the Redeem Store. I can't really say too much more than that because you, Rob, sir, are listening and watching my voice as we speak. So all I'll say is everyone out there.
Birthday presents all around. This sounds
except for Rob. So everyone,
it's my birthday here. Everyone, have a great time.
everyone else except for Rob, watch the Redeem Store. Rob, you just keep you busy. Your new things under your umbrellas. You keep doing those new things under the umbrellas. And let me sort of assist in everyone else celebrating your birthday on your behalf.
You've got no worries about me micromanaging the tiniest little pieces. Just be nice and, blah, 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 all of that stuff.
I am nice. You know that, Rob. You know that. But otherwise, Rob, I'm going to end it here. This ends another official Munzee podcast nice and early.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. I'll slow down on this so that we get to 30 minutes. Munzee adventure. Just kidding.
You don't need to slow down when you listen to 1.5 speed. Don't forget, subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcasting app and join us next week for another informative episode.
And remember, Munzee is more than a game. It's a worldwide community of mobile game players.
So keep scanning, keep discovering, keep that Munzee spirit alive. 1, 2, 3, happy 50th, Rob.
No, not yet. I'm not 50 yet.
I'm going to say it every week until you are.